It's Saturday, September 4th. This is your 5-minute fix. Yo, this is wild. I heard about this the other day. Synchron says study backs its brain-computer interface's safety. Now, this kind of goes along the lines of brain implants, okay? I don't know if you've seen the episode of Black Mirror that kind of involves a situation like this, but it's wild, especially to see things like this coming to fruition so soon. Synchron's stent-like brain-computer interface is getting a boost from new clinical study results out of Australia. JAMA Neurology today published peer-reviewed long-term safety results involving 4 people with several bilateral upper limb paralyses. 12 months after having Synchron stent node implanted inside a blood vessel in the brain, there were no adverse events. In addition, there was no vessel occlusion or device migration. Essentially, it stayed exactly where it was, no adverse effects from this implant. On top of the positive safety results, the stent trode demonstrated it could work. All 4 patients' BCI implants had stable signal strength throughout, with a mean signal bandwidth of 233 Hz. There was offline decoding of at least 5 attempted movement types. Plus, each patient learned to successfully control a computer with the BCI. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get these implants on the way, baby. Let's go. The Switch study is an early demonstration of safety in a low number of participants using a commercial-grade brain-computer interface, Synchron CEO Dr. Tom Oxley said in a news release. The decoder was simple and robust, meaning that patients didn't have to train hard to execute switches, Oxley said. Our view is that a motor neural process should be safe and easy to use. It's coming. The brain implants are coming. Just you wait. Here's a little something I'm excited about. Ford announces plans to return to F1 from the 2026 season. Now, I love this. I'm a big F1 fan, if you didn't know. The only thing, this is kind of bittersweet. I'm all about Team Mercedes. Ford is partnering with Red Bull. Let's take a read. American automotive giants Ford have confirmed their intention to make a Formula One comeback when new engine regulations are introduced in 2026, meaning another chapter will be added to the American organization's rich history in the sport. Ford's involvement in F1 stretches all the way back to the 1960s, and the DFV, double 4-valve engine, built in partnership with British engineering firm Cosworth, which took 155 wins from 262 races between 1967 and 1985, including several variant designs. That's a good chunk of dubs. Good chunk of dubs. From their first title wins with Graham Hill and Lotus in 1968 to their most recent with Michael Schumacher and Benetton in 1994, Ford have played a big part of 10 Constructors' Championships and 13 Drivers' Championships, making them the 3rd most successful engine manufacturer in F1 history. Some 20 years on from their last participation in 2004, the appeal of F1's future engine regulations featuring increased electrical power and 100% sustainable fuels will see Ford grace the grid once again from the 2026 campaign. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ford is a global brand with an incredible heritage in racing and the automotive world, and they see the huge value that our platform provides with over 500 million fans around the world. Our commitment to be net zero carbon by 2030 and to introduce sustainable fuels in the F1 cars from 2026 is also an important reason for their decision to enter F1. This is, this is all from F1 executives. I'm trying to see here. It doesn't look like they have anything on here in terms of them partnering with Red Bull, but it is confirmed. It is confirmed that they will be working with Red Bull powertrains, as Honda will be out after the 2025 season and Ford will be in for the 2026 season. I would have loved to see a full-on Team Ford branded vehicle, but who's to say that's not going to happen in the future? For now, they're partnering with Red Bull on engine manufacturing, which is also a good thing. Could be a good start. This story is a little wild to me. I gotta talk to my brother about this. Beyonce fans turn to GoFundMe to raise funds for upcoming Renaissance World Tour. Just help, please, is one of the quotes. Die-hard Beyonce fans have found a creative way to secure tickets to the star's upcoming Renaissance World Tour. Days after the 41-year-old announced her return to the stage following a 7-year break from touring, some people have created GoFundMe accounts to offset ticket costs. Multiple crowdfunding accounts have emerged, with one account amusingly pleading, "Just help, please." Goal amounts range from several $100s to a couple of thousand, as donors have so far tipped anywhere from $5 to $100. Pre-sale tickets have already been made available in the UK, and they go on sale in the US next week. This is from yesterday. One fan who set up a GoFundMe page in hopes of scoring tickets thoroughly described his desire to see Beyonce live in concert. "Hello, I'm Jamal, and yes, it is that serious. This is the only life experience I care about living before I die," he wrote online. My goodness. Jamal, you got much more to live for, my guy. "I will get those front row tickets either way, but this way is safer than selling my kidney on the black market," he continued hilariously. You know what's... guarantee you it's kind of serious about that. He then curbed his humor as he said, "All jokes aside, just being in the building would be the most amazing thing ever. So help a brother out if you can. Remember, cents turn into dollars. Every little bit helps. Thanks, guys, in advance." Another person named Nadia created a collage including pictures of Beyonce and herself, throwing in a couple of memes. Striving for a $2,000 fundraising goal, she wrote, "I know what you're saying. Ain't nobody about to give me $2,000 to see Beyonce, but just hear me out." "I've loved Beyonce since I was 2 years old. I just need to see her live and smell the same air as her. So I will take anything to help." Guys, this is, I'm not even gonna lie. I can't blame some of these people. Who knows? After the things we've seen Ticketmaster go through over the last few big name concerts, who knows if even tickets will be available? Who knows what the prices are gonna be? I'm not gonna shame these people whatsoever for going to GoFundMe to find these tickets or to get funding for these tickets, because they could literally cost an arm and a leg. Got some MMA news. Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler to coach The Ultimate Fighter season 31 with, of course, a fight after the season. This is interesting. I don't think we've seen Conor McGregor in a fight for a couple years now. So I think Khabib was his last fight. I could be wrong with that. But anyways, the UFC will feature another season of The Ultimate Fighter reality series as part of its 2023 calendar. And the promotion has recruited its biggest star to coach. I think it's supposed to say biggest star to coach. UFC President Dana White announced on Saturday that The Ultimate Fighter 31 will feature Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler as coaches, with a matchup between them slated for the end of the season. According to White, The Ultimate Fighter 31 will debut on May 30th on ESPN and ESPN+, the conclusion of the season set for August 15th, with weekly episodes airing on Tuesdays. White did not reveal any additional details about The Ultimate Fighter 31. McGregor, 22-6 MMA, 10-4 UFC records, of course, will have his second stint on the reality show. The former UFC lightweight and featherweight coached opposite Uriah Faber on season 22 of the show in 2015. The Irishman was in the news again this past month for something outside the world of fighting. The Irishman is under investigation for allegedly attacking a woman on board his yacht in Ibiza in Spain in July of 2022. A McGregor rep issued a denial statement on McGregor's behalf. McGregor has not fought since a July 2021 TKO loss to Dustin Poirier, which was his second straight knockout loss to him. McGregor broke his leg in the fight. He has been rehabbing since then and his return regularly is teased. So yeah, that's what it was. The Dustin Poirier, McGregor, the kick, and oh my goodness, was nasty. It'll be interesting to see what kind of shape McGregor is in during the course of this season, because I'm telling you, he looked a little chunk boyed up, previously over the last little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what he's looking like. And chunk boy as in like not fat, but like chunky boy. And we'll see how the season goes. I guess I haven't watched The Ultimate Fighter for quite a few years now, so not sure if this will really bring me back to it, but it'll be interesting to see how this all turns out. We all know Conor McGregor draws a crowd whenever he fights, regardless if he is expected to win or not, so should be interesting. And lastly for today, actual rocking horses. Let's take a look. There's not really any sound, but these horses are on a beam with a half cylinder, maybe third cylinder, rocking front to back. It's very interesting looking. Oh, and then they get fed. That's funny. Funny to me. Anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a comment below. This has been your 5-minute fix.